Well, I'm full already.
The mighty Mississippi begins to flow its winding way 2,552 miles to the Gulf of Mexico.
Like out of water, but not in my hand. And my line broke off. She doesn't want to give up her spot. Oh, yeah. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, Old Southern Pine. Today, Fiona and I are staying in a remote cabin that is beautifully situated on 40 acres of land and is the only cabin on a lake. So we're definitely gonna have a good time here. One of the great things about this cabin is that it is situated right between Itasca State Park, which is the headwaters of the mighty Mississippi. We're going to be going to see that, and we're actually going to try to walk across it. Kind of holds a special meaning to me, especially being from the South, that you could, in theory, hop into the waters here, float all the way down, and come out in the Gulf of Mexico. So finding out where the mighty Mississippi begins is definitely something that I'm interested in doing. This cabin is also very close to the North Country Scenic Hiking Trail, which goes all the way from New York to North Dakota. So all of these things, great opportunities to be able to get out and enjoy the wild. We're not really going to check out the North Country Trail, but we are definitely going to go check out the headwaters of the Mississippi. If you guys want to stay in this cabin as well, I'll leave the link in the description below to be able to get in touch with the owner. It is an absolutely beautiful place. Let me give you a tour of home for the night. Starting outside, we've got a beautiful view of this lake down here, which we'll be checking out a little bit later. Nice front porch. Fiona, inside, come on. As soon as you come in, you've got this nice little four-season room out here out front with a beautiful wood stove. It's 90 degrees outside right now, or else we'd be firing this up. Beautiful view of the lake. Come inside, you got a beautiful old fridge, dining room table, island, seating area, full kitchen. An awesome little bedroom in here, just for us. And then you guys, we are gonna be living in luxury. We have our own washroom. Well, I'm full already. Be free. Giant bluegill number 2. Be free. I'm gonna run out of bait before I catch a decent fish. Y'all aren't gonna believe this because I didn't have the camera on. But I literally just caught the biggest bass of my entire life. Had it reeled up almost to the dock, like above water, but above, like almost, but like out of water, but not in my hand. And my line broke off. No joke, easily a 5-pound bass. And none of y'all will ever believe me, because I didn't catch it on camera. Slightly bigger than the other two. Be free. Go tell that big bugger I've got a free meal for him. Apparently there was only that one big bass in here because everything else is basically bait-sized to him. Be free. I think they're getting smaller. Be free. What do you think of that? Good fish? Not gonna do that much good feeding us, but it's at least bigger than the other ones I've been able to catch on camera. Are you tired after all that fishing, baby? You're a good girl. I've got Fiona's travel bag here with me that my buddy Weston from West Ventures gave me. Got all of her toys and treats. A bag for her food and stuff. Actually comes with 2 bowls and a placemat for the little girl. Get her some food. And some water. And right here seems like a good spot for it. There you go, sweetie. Give me some food. Really ought to go ahead and get myself some water too. All right, y'all. Well, I think that it is just about supper time. We're going to be having turkey cheddar brats, dressed eggs, and coleslaw. I want to thank Lovely Bride for getting a lot of this ready for us. She's already boiled, peeled, and halved the eggs for us. So all we've got to do is just mix up the mustard, mayonnaise, olives. We've got bacon bits over here too, so we'll sprinkle that all over there. It's going to be delicious. And I think it's about time to get started. All right, so first thing that we want to do is let's go ahead and open up the broccoli slaw mix. I'm about to do this without splitting it all over the room. We've got sugar-free coleslaw dressing. Give that a good shake. You have to be smarter than the packaging to open it. Alright, and we're just going to dump all of that in there. Put it in there, put it up, and just shake it. Alright, get that good and mixed in. And we're going to set that right over to the side here to let that marinate. Next thing we want to do, take our eggs, pop out the yolks, oops. It's all right. Good is good. Apparently you still have to be gentle doing this. All right. Get ourselves a fork. Take the mustard and mayonnaise. Go ahead and just pour that in there. All right. And now we mash. Mash up the yolks really good. Mix it all together. Mustard and mayonnaise. I like a spicy mustard myself. Mix that together until it is nice and creamy. Once you have your filling mixed, take your eggs and just fill to your liking. This one's not going to make it. Yeah, that was delicious. Oh, here's our broken one. This one's not going to make it to the table either. If you're not making a bit of a mess while you're doing this, you're doing something wrong. All right. Got our well-seasoned cast iron lodge pan here. Take our brats. Lay them on as many as you want. Oh, why not? It is just me after all. Let's get that cooking there. Drop our lid on. Come back shortly. All right, first thing, we need to get a little bit of pepper on this. Just a little bit of pepper. And then sprinkle that on. Go back through, add an olive to each one. Add whatever garnish you like. Personally, I like olives. Oh yeah, we even got some spares. One for the chef. Take your bacon bits. And season liberally. Okay, we don't need that. Perfect. While we wait for the brats to finish up, we're going to continue with listening to our audiobook, which is wonderfully fitting considering that tomorrow we're going to be walking across the headwaters of the Mississippi. Mark Twain's Life on the Mississippi.
It was the prime purpose of those chapters, and I'm not quite done yet. I wish to show in the most patient and painstaking way what a wonderful science it is. Ship channels are buoyed and lighted, and therefore it is a comparatively easy undertaking to learn to run them.
I will say that while this cabin has actually stayed really cool considering how hot it is outside, getting the cast iron going obviously is going to heat things up. So we got this thing from Ranvoo, I believe that's how you say it, called the Ice Max. And it is a personal air conditioning device. I believe it also might inhibit mutant abilities, if you know what I mean. Got to be an 80s baby to get that reference. But you just kick this thing on, and then air comes out all of these different ports. And I got to say, that's quite cooling. So thank you, Ranvoo, for sending this to me. I appreciate that. It's definitely coming in handy tonight. All right, I guess these are cooked, and it's time I looked. So the door I opened wide. Perfect. I need. Roll a few of these on here. Get some of this broccoli slaw. Move those over. Excellent. All right. We'll meet you guys over at the dining table. All right, y'all. Well, this looks amazing. I want to thank the owner of this cabin, Mr. Paul. Thank you for bringing down the knives. These were perfect. So we've got brand new steak knives to be able to cut into our brats with. So we're going to sit here. We're going to enjoy this meal. We're going to look out over this gorgeous lake at the view that we've got. Can you see that view that we've got? This is awesome. We'll catch up with you guys once we're done. All right, we're going to try this broccoli slaw first. You know, it definitely isn't what my mommy used to make, but for what came out of a bag that I made, pretty darn good. We already know that these eggs are amazing. Some of them paid the chef's tax as we were cooking the brats. Happens. Y'all, if that ain't cute, I don't know what is. Look at that tiny little girl. in. All right, y'all. Well, supper was absolutely amazing. We're gonna curl up here. We're gonna read our book for a little bit longer and turn in. So unless anything else exciting happens, we'll go ahead and wish you a wonderful night, and we'll see y'all first thing in the morning. Good night. I love you. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. That was an absolutely amazing night of sleep. We could hear loons a little off in the distance at one point in time last night over on the lake, which was pretty sweet to be able to hear. So, fantastic night. I'm gonna get myself woken up. Let's get some breakfast. This morning we are having sausage and eggs. I absolutely love cooking on cast iron. It's virtually indestructible. There's almost nothing that you can do to wreck cast iron. And done right, it is as non-stick as any Teflon pan out there, but obviously much healthier. Look at that sausage just sliding around in there. It's not even trying to stick. Couldn't even stick if it wanted to. Oh yeah, that's nice.
few pieces of sausage over here. And this is a nice hunk of cheese. Got some extra sharp cheddar right there. Ought to just go perfectly with all of this. All right, y'all. Well, we got eggs sunny side up. We've got sausage. We've got cheese. We have got coffee made out of percolator, which is my favorite way to have coffee. So we're gonna dive into this, guys, and then we've got quite a bit of adventure ahead. So stay tuned. Oh yeah, eggs are still running. Man, that's good. You guys, we've had an absolutely amazing time staying here at this remote cabin. We're going to leave the contact information for Mr. Paul, who owns this cabin, down below. If you guys want to be able to stay here as well, by all means, please reach out and contact him. You will not be disappointed. With such a beautiful lake to be able to fish on right out here behind us, and then being so close to the North Country Scenic Hiking Trail, as well as Itasca State Park, which is the headwaters of the Mississippi. We're going to be going there next, so you guys stay tuned. We're just going to finish up things here around the cabin. We're going to tidy up a little bit, and then we're going to see what we can do to walk across the mighty Mississippi River. Well, apparently we caught all the fish in this lake yesterday. Well, we've got everything packed up and cleaned at the cabin. We're all checked out there, and we are off to Itasca State Park to walk across the headwaters of the mighty Mississippi. The 19th century quest for the source of the Mississippi River brought many explorers to northern Minnesota. The search ended when the Ojibwe chief Osawindib guided Henry Schoolcraft to Lake Itasca in 1832. Sent by the United States government to help negotiate a treaty between the Dakota and Ojibwe, Schoolcraft used the opportunity to explore the Mississippi headwaters area. The expedition, numbering 30, left Sault Ste. Marie in early June and traveled by way of the St. Louis River and Savannah Portage to Sandy Lake, then up the Mississippi to Cass Lake. From there, Chief Osawindib guided them to Lake Bemidji and up to the Schoolcraft River and over a portage to the river's source. Sorely tired by voracious longbill mosquitoes, the portages knee-deep in mud, the little band caught their first glimpse of the lake on July 13th. It was known to the Indians and traders as Amushkos, or Lake Labiche, both meaning Elk Lake, but Schoolcraft renamed it Itasca from the combination of the Latin words truth and head. Here, 1,475 feet above the ocean, the mighty Mississippi begins to flow its winding way 2,552 miles to the Gulf of Mexico.
Alright, y'all, I hope that you guys had as much fun staying in that great cabin as we did and exploring the headwaters of the mighty Mississippi River. If you've stuck around this long, I truly want to thank you. It really means a lot to us. Please consider liking and subscribing. And until we meet again under the Old Southern Pine, stay safe and God bless.